They say that help comes when you least expect it. But for the bandits terrorizing the people of Nigeria, help for the nation has arrived in the form of a massive grey shadow over the Abuja skyline. This morning, a United States Air Force C-130J Super Hercules touched down at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. This isn't just a plane, this is a flying warehouse of high-tech destruction. As the ramp lowered on the tarmac today, the message was clear. The days of Bello Turji and his gang of forest dwellers are numbered. But why now? What exactly is inside that plane? And what did Nigeria have to promise the United States to get this level of direct support? Today, we are going beyond the headlines. We are connecting the dots between Washington D.C. and the Sambisa forest to show you why this moment, January 7, 2026, will be remembered as the beginning of the end for terror in our land. If you believe Nigeria deserves peace, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Let's get to 5,000 likes for our troops. To understand why this plane is such a big deal, we have to look at the backstory. For years, the US-Nigeria relationship was cold. Why? It was because of something called the Leahy Law. This US law prevents the American military from helping foreign units if there are credible reports of human rights abuses. For nearly a decade, the US blocked the sale of attack aircraft and high-tech drones to Nigeria, leaving our boys to fight with older equipment while bandits bought brand new RPGs on the black market. But something shifted in late 2025. Following the massive increase in suicide bombings and the bold attacks by Bello Turji's men, the Nigerian government and the US State Department entered into a secret security pact. Nigeria promised more transparency and better training for its troops, and in return, the US promised to lift the veil. This C-130J you see on the tarmac today is the first physical evidence that the Cold War between Abuja and Washington is over. The Eagle is finally working with the green-white-green. Now let's get into the intel. What is actually inside that massive cargo hold? Reliable security sources suggest this shipment contains more than just bullets. We are looking at advanced night vision and thermal imaging. For years, bandits have used the cover of darkness to move. These new American goggles will turn night into day for our special forces. Precision-guided munitions. In the past, airstrikes sometimes hit civilians by mistake. These new smart bombs can be dropped from miles away and land exactly on a bandit's tent without touching the village next door. Surveillance drones. UAVs, not the small toys you see on TV, but tactical drones that can stay in the air for 24 hours, tracking Bello Turji's movements in real time. Secure communication systems. This allows our ground troops to talk directly to the Air Force without the bandits listening in on radio frequencies. This is asymmetric warfare at its peak. The bandits are fighting with 1980s tactics. The cargo that arrived today is bringing Nigeria into 2026 warfare. Let's link this to the global stage. Why is the US so interested in Nigeria right now? Look at the Trump effect. In late December 2025, the US military conducted rare direct airstrikes against ISIS camps in northwest Nigeria. This shows that the Americans are no longer just advising, they are participating. With the chaos in places like Venezuela and the Middle East, the US cannot afford for West Africa to become a terror hub. They know that if Nigeria, the giant of Africa, falls into chaos, it will create a refugee crisis that hits Europe and America. By arming Nigeria now, they are protecting their own interests later. It is a win-win, but only if the equipment is used correctly. The intention isn't just to help Nigeria, it's to secure the entire Sahel region before it's too late. Now, let's talk about the man of the hour, Bello Turji. Just days ago, his brother was captured. Now, an American warplane is landing in his backyard. Intelligence reports suggest that the bandit kingpins are currently in a state of panic. They know they can't hide from thermal cameras. They know the RPGs can't reach a drone flying at 30,000 feet. The arrival of this cargo is a psychological blow. It tells the bandits, you are no longer fighting a local war. You are now fighting a global superpower. Sources say Turji has been moving his camp every 12 hours, desperate to find a blind spot that no longer exists. So what should you expect in the next 14 days? Phase 1. Integration. US technicians will train our elite units on how to use this new gear. Phase 2. Total surveillance. The Northwest will be under a digital eye 24/7. Phase 3, the surgical strike. We expect a massive coordinated air and ground offensive that won't stop until the major bandit leaders are either captured or neutralized. This is a new chapter in the Nigerian story. It's a chapter of hope, but also a chapter of high stakes. If our military uses this gear effectively, the forest will finally belong to the people again, not the criminals. The arrival of that C-130J is a reminder that Nigeria is not alone. But we must remain vigilant. We must demand that this equipment is used for the protection of every Nigerian, regardless of tribe or religion. I want to hear from you. Do you think this US intervention is the final solution we've been waiting for, or are you worried about strings attached? Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like this video to honor our fallen heroes and subscribe for the next deep dive update.